If you're anything like me, shopping for Christmas gifts is hard. So I've got 12 gift tech ideas to help you out this season. Starting off with my favorite little item here, this Pixie Mini Power Bank. What? Dude, this thing is so small. My wife takes this in a handbag pretty much every day. At 98 grams, it's super light and you can even just chuck it in your pocket. But this little guy is 5,000 milliamp hours, which is plenty enough to get you through a general day. And typically small power banks mean that they've got small battery cells on the inside, limiting amperage and how fast you can charge your devices. But no. This guy's chunky in all the right places, awarding us with 20 watts of charging through Power Delivery 3.0. You can typically find this guy on Amazon for around 30 bucks. Now for item number 2, it's this. Smart Band. It's a secret gem of the online shopping world, the Xiaomi Band 7. Coming in at a little over 50 bucks, you'll be thinking, why on earth do I buy an Apple Watch? And I'm thinking the same thing, dude. Like, this seriously has fitness tracking, SpO2 blood oxygen sensor, you can change music, you can read text messages, you can use the quick replies on the text messages. Even has helpful features. If you misplace your phone, tap it, it'll ding it, you found it, done. 50 bucks. It's actually really killer. All right, next one. Okay, coming in number 3 is my personal favorite buy of 2022, and it is the Super Note. Oh, dude, this thing's insane. It runs Android, but it's been heavily modified to run well on an e-ink tablet. This thing's like super fast. You can use the pen, you can write down notes, you can choose from any paper style that you want. You can mark up PDFs, edit Word documents, and read Kindle books. That's right, this thing's running Android, so it's got the Kindle app, but that's pretty much it. No other apps, there's no web browser for searching. It's intentionally restrained for productivity, and that's what I love about it. Now, this thing comes in at 500 bucks. For me, that was a great buy considering it's a digital device that is distraction free. Really hard to find these days in the 21st century. As for headphones, these guys, the Bose QC45s are my pick. Oh baby, I love these headphones. They're the most comfortable headphones that I've ever owned and the quality is phenomenal. The biggest thing for me is finding headphones with angled drivers. This means that the tip of my ear isn't being pushed against my head and there's actually space for it to sit inside the cup. My second essential feature is noise cancellation. Bose are kings at this. They make aviation headsets and that's why these are so great if you're a passenger on a plane. Now I love listening to music, but if you've got someone in your life that likes to make music, fuel their passion, find something that they need, get them some gear, maybe it's a guitar pedal, I don't know, a looper, or a new keyboard or a new synth. It's those type of thoughtful gifts that show you have interests in their interests. Now for our next gift, you can hear it, it's on the move. It's number 5, a robot vacuum. Now this is the Roborock S50, it's a couple years old now, but I'd still pick a Roborock if I was looking today. Mainly because they're a big player in the robot vac game, meaning there's lots of parts available online and they're cheap, so repairs are really easy. If you're looking at any models these days, the most important part is to have a LiDAR sensor on top. You don't want anything with just a camera, you want LiDAR for positioning. Your next tier up are cameras built in at the front that can use AI to detect things below that LiDAR. So something like a poop from your dog or a cable on the ground, it allows it to detect and go around those objects. Now, a tier above would be auto emptying bin. So in the robot vac, it's got a limited capacity of what it can hold by itself. But there are models where it can back up and empty itself into a larger capacity bin. Now with one German Shepherd, just Bruce, it was fine using just this robot vacuum. But now that we've got 2 with Norman, we tried out a bigger auto emptying type solution. Unfortunately, the Viomi model that we purchased had multiple warranty issues, so I'm going to stick with Roborock for the next time, but it is worth noting that there are bagged options out there, which are great for families with asthma members. Now the absolute god tier mode are the new spinning mop vac. So this guy just has a wet rag that just drags around, but the new one scrub the floor, then clean the mop pads when they're on the dock, replacing with clean water and creating a reservoir of dirty water. It's like getting out of control, but at the same time, I low-key want to try one of those things. Our next gift is on top of this desk. All right, now we've all seen MagSafe, but this is more than that. Now I bought a quad lock case for my Pixel 5, so I put it on my bike, in my car, on my desk, and we also use the little ring stand to watch videos, which is great. But the new Quad Lock Mag series brings not only MagSafe to their Apple cases, but Samsung and Pixel phones, allowing you to quickly wirelessly charge on the docks for the desk, on your bedside table for the wireless charger, or any other MagSafe type mounts. You can still buy the old case style, which I've got on my Pixel 5, but like, dude, MagSafe on a Samsung or a Pixel 7, so good. Now, if you know someone loses track of time as much as I do, then this little timer is essential. Simply twist to set and press to start. You can press and hold to switch it into stopwatch mode, and you can pick between full or half loud bit. Runs on 3 AAAs and lives on my desk. I use this thing every day to keep track of time whilst working on tasks. And being magnetic, it's great for a kitchen timer or even in the gym to keep track of your workouts. Coming in at 20 bucks, it's a great pick. All right, now I don't like cooking. That's definitely my wife Chelsea's domain. But one thing I really love is the air fryer. Simply grab a bag of frozen chips, chuck them in, shake them every 5 minutes, and then bam, you've got some crispy boys ready for eating. Now the tech itself is very simple. It's just got a heating element that blows and circulates air through this fry basket, but that allows it to crisp it opposed to just sitting on a tray and getting soggy within its own juices. Now the cool thing you can do with air fryers that people don't really know is you can buy cake tins that are the size of your air fryer. So my brother cooks cakes in his all the time. It's a lot faster than an oven because it also is a smaller space to heat up. And you can still obviously bake in an oven though, so I wouldn't recommend getting rid of your oven. It's just a great addition to your kitchen. All right, now for the next gift, if your TV is getting old and slow, do not buy a new TV this year for Christmas. That's just making more e-waste that we don't need. Instead, get a Chromecast dongle from Google. The small device plugs into the HDMI on your TV, unlocking a wealth of streaming services. This TV here is 8 years old, but you plug in the dongle, all of a sudden you've got all the new services and it runs nice and snappy. My favorite feature though is the remote. The included remote can turn on your TV with the power button, thanks to the IR blaster built in at the top, and thanks to the volume rocker on the side, it can also adjust volume. There's also a microphone built into the remote, so you can hold down the assistant button and ask to watch YouTube videos of Cam Shand.
Here you go.
Yeah, you're gonna take a dint on that battery. If you want to grab one of these, just be aware that the new model is only 1080p. Comes in at 50 bucks. However, the older model, which is this one, it's 4K at $80. So they've got two options there. Make sure you pick the right one for your needs. All right, next gift is something that my wife Chelsea has picked out for the ladies. So guys, listen up. This is your inside scoop into some tech electronics, the Dyson Airwrap. Now, I don't know how to put this thing together, but all I know is that the Airwrap is like top tier gifts for chicks. Now, the latest model has this flyaway attachment. That's what everybody's after, but it also comes with like your brush head, as well as things to curl. There's like a whole kit of different bits and bobs. It's about 700 bucks, but trust me, the internet's gone crazy over this thing. Just be careful not to buy the old one that doesn't come with this head, because this is like the thing to get. Pretty sure I managed to get that for 20% off, which is pretty rare for Dyson products. If you want to find out my tech saving tips, subscribe down below, because I'll do a bit on that in the future. Next gift. Alrighty, so we're gonna look at MakerTech in a sec, but I just want to highlight this, the Stress Saver Battery Jump Starter. Most will have an emergency torch and some will strobe in the SOS pattern, which is super handy. USB ports for charging your phones, and this one actually charges from the USB-C port itself. But the main use case is the 12-volt jumper leads delivering high amperage for a car battery. Great tech gift to save anyone stress in a pinch, especially if they go camping all the time. Like we've had some guys with their four-wheel drives that were trying to get close enough with normal jumper leads, whack these bad boys on and sent them on their way. Just be sure to purchase one with a peak current large enough to handle the engines of the intended cars. Now, MakerTech. All right, now sneak two options in here at the end for MakerTech. 3D printer, this is an Ender3 V2, it's 300 bucks. It's pretty much the most common 3D printer out, which means there's lots of help online and parts are in abundance. Some important features would be an auto bed leveler, so you don't have to manually dial in and level the build plate every print. Filament runout sensor, so you don't come back to a half-done print. Direct drive extrusion, so that filament's pushed directly into the hot end for increased print quality. And smart capabilities through a camera, so you can monitor remotely, use AI for error detection, as well as create time lapses. Now the Ender3 V2 doesn't ship with any of those features, but they can be added by upgrades over time. I did just order the AnkerMake M5 though, which prints at 5 times the speed, comes with all of those features and more, but you pay for the price at $1,000. But if you don't want to waste time tinkering and upgrading a base model $300 printer, it's worth probably spending the money and saving your time buying something that comes with everything out of the box. If 3D printing is not your style, maybe an electronic blade cutter is. This guy can cut out custom stickers, iron on vinyl, or even infused ink for custom t-shirt designs. You can pick up a device like the Cricut from most brick and mortar stores. Just watch out for their small models like the Joy, because they don't take 12-inch rolls, which limits your third-party supply options. But this guy, the X-Tool M1, is also a laser cutter. Now we don't have time to go into the safety of laser cutters, but it's very easy to permanently blind yourself with cheap ones or kill yourself with toxic fumes by putting the wrong materials inside. So make sure you check out all the safety options. But this X-Tool M1 is a laser and blade cutter. Crazy cool unit at about $1,000. Super cool if you're into making stuff. If I was to have a favorite category of gifts, it's definitely going to be creativity. This 3D printer was a gateway to changing my career mid last year. And if you can ignite that passion in someone else, then that's awesome. But most importantly, just enjoy the time with your family. Have a good holidays, and I'll see you in the next tech vid. Bye.